Okay, so I was finishing up my walk, and so thank you for everybody that left comments that kept me in your thoughts and was thinking about me because I thought I had a blockage. Well, I was told I had a blockage about 3 or so months ago by the hospital that's run by UNC Healthcare in my county, and I just left the hospital because I wasn't going to stay there for 3 days like I had told you earlier. Well, I went to the doctor yesterday in the county over in Catawba County, which is run, well, Fry Hospital is run by Duke now. And the doctor's office I went to is a partner or a division of Fry Healthcare at the hospital. So they did an x-ray, said I had a blockage, told me to go to the emergency room at Fry. They did a CAT scan, and they just said I'm full of shit. So literally I'm full of shit, and I'm full of shit too. All the way around, full of shit. But they gave me a couple prescriptions, sent me back, but it's just every time I walk into a medical facility anywhere now, especially since COVID came out, it feels like I'm walking into Idiocracy, you know, St. God's Hospital from Idiocracy, where everybody's retarded and you got Dr. Lexus and they don't know, it's all dirty inside and they don't know what's going on or how to diagnose anybody. And that just gets around to my big whole point of the medical industry is a torture industry, and specifically the psychiatrics, they're all Nazis, okay? Psychiatry coming from the Nazis, and they play a perfect front for black ops, for things that targeted individuals have done to them. You know, psychiatrists, the whole thing of psychiatry has, it's a good front for the things that they do to people that are targeted individuals and such, because they have all their fancy explanations and all their fancy, you know, diagnoses and symptoms and signs of these mental diseases, they say. That, you know, they have a nice, good, pretty pristine front there, and most psychiatrists have no idea about anything about the things that they do, the weapons they use on targeted individuals, you know, with electronic harassment and all that crap. So, of course, the therapists think that we're all crazy, and they have all their studied and, you know, researched explanations and diagnoses that they can put pretty little names on to give somebody, to label them, because they're all just labels, as crazy. And that's the sad part, because it's always on a need-to-know basis. The psychiatrists don't. Now, some psychiatrists do work for the government. They work for the government to assess crazy people, so-called crazy people, and they work for the government for the people that are doing the black ops too. And they know exactly what's going on and what they're doing. But most don't. I mean, you know, they know what they're told and they're taught when they go to their medical schools. And I was going to lend some credit to the doctors yesterday, and I thought, well, okay, they told me I had a blockage. I thought they were wrong the first time, but clearly I still have a blockage, so maybe I should not be so hard on the medical industry and the doctors saying that they don't know shit about nothing, and give them some credit. They are doctors. They did go to school for it. They might know what they're doing. No, I don't know. I think it's all individual. It's really individual. It's on an individual basis with doctors, depending on the field that they're in, and it's all up to them pretty much. Once they get a license to be a doctor, they can do whatever they want individually, what they think and they assess is necessary, or whatever, how they doctor you. And it really does go on a doctor by doctor basis, just depending on what doctor you're seeing and what's wrong with you. And I found really the best doctor if you're not like seriously ill or with something that, you know, I don't know, never go on Google and look for your diagnosis on there, because it scares the shit out of you. I hate that. I try not to do that ever. When I have something I think's wrong, I don't go on Google and search symptoms, because they'll make you think you're dying right then and there, kill you from a panic attack. But just wanted to thank you guys. I'm okay. I'm just sitting here waiting to shit like always. Fucking sucks. I don't recommend gastric bypass surgery. If you're hard-headed and stubborn and have bad habits like me, I wouldn't do it. Because so much has to do with your health overall, has to originates in your gut and in your digestion system. And so having that altered and then not taking it seriously and stopping all the things that you're supposed to stop, if you do them before the surgery and keep doing them after you have your surgery, and you'll end up in some serious medical trouble with a bunch of medical torturers to torture you. I have to say, of all the medical torture I've had, the psychiatric torture last year when I went to the psych ward, that was probably the worst. That was probably worse than being a human pincushion for training EMTs to put IVs into people. I mean, I really feel like that affected me more over than anything, any other kind of medical torture I've been through. As far as health-wise, mental health, I guess that's what you'll call it, whatever. Anyway, thank you guys. Love you guys. Bye.